addition to formatting text, you can also format your paragraphs in Microsoft Word 2013. There are several things you can do to add special formatting to paragraphs that go beyond alignment and margins. We'll learn these methods in this lesson. Just like when you apply formatting to text, you have a few ways to select the information you want to change. The easiest way is to select what you want to change using the click and drag method. We'll select a paragraph to apply some formatting to. You may want to change the alignment of a paragraph within your document. You can either left, right, center, or justify your text and paragraphs. You can align a portion of the text or the entire document. The buttons or commands for aligning text are located under the Home tab in the Paragraph group. Let's look at what our text looks like when we choose each option. When we align the text to the right, center, and left, it's pretty straightforward. The Justify button is a bit different, as both the left and right sides of the paragraph are flush with the margins. This causes the words to have additional spaces between them. You can improve the readability of a document by increasing the line spacing between sentences in a paragraph. The space is added below each line. Let's look at the options by clicking the Paragraph and Line Spacing button next to the Justify button. Each number on the list represents the amount of space between each line. 1 equals single space, 2 equals double space, and so on. Let's say we don't see the option we want. We can click the Line Spacing Options button to open the Paragraph dialog box. We'll be able to see our changes before we apply them with the handy preview box. Let's choose an option using the Line Spacing drop-down box. We can select one of the standard settings or select one of the other three options. We can choose At Least, which sets the minimum value of spacing allowed. However, Word can ignore the value and will automatically add more space if necessary. For instance, it will make room for bigger fonts or graphics that appear in the same line as the text. Another option is Exactly. With this set, Word doesn't adjust spacing. It gives the exact line spacing we specify. Multiple gives us the option of entering line spacing values that aren't listed in the line spacing drop-down list. For example, we can set the line spacing to 4. Another way to change your spacing is to add or remove space before or after the paragraph. This setting is located in the same paragraph dialog box we used to set the line spacing. The before and after field numbers can be increased or decreased. The space is measured in points, which is also how text size is measured. We'll set the space before our paragraph to 30 points and the space after to 24 points. Then we'll click OK to apply the settings. The paragraph stands out from the rest of the document with our new settings. There may be times when you need to change how paragraphs are indented. There are several ways you can indent paragraphs. You can indent the first line of a paragraph, apply a hanging indent, and even indent an entire paragraph. Let's look at how this is done. You can add space to the first line of a paragraph if necessary. Let's apply a first line indentation to our paragraph. We'll click the arrow in the right corner of the Paragraph group under the Home tab to open the Paragraph dialog box. Then, under the Indentation category, click the special drop-down list and select First Line. The indentation is automatically set to 0.5 in the By field. The preview box will give a pretty good idea what it will look like when it's completed. The higher the number, the bigger the indentation will be. You can create a hanging indent where the first line sticks out a little to the left of the rest of the paragraph. Let's apply a hanging indent to our paragraph. This time, we'll select Hanging from the special drop-down menu. Let's keep the amount the same in the By field and click OK. You can also indent an entire paragraph easily by using buttons located in the Paragraph group under the Home tab. We'll indent our entire paragraph. We need to make sure the entire paragraph is selected. Next, unlike the earlier indent options, we can use the shortcut commands on the Home tab under the Paragraph group. Next, we'll use the Increase Indent button to indent it to the right. We can even click it a couple of times to increase the indentation even more. Now we'll use the Decrease Indent button to move it back to the left. These buttons will come in handy when you work with bulleted and numbered lists. We'll cover that later in the course.